Do-do-do-do. What is going on? Hey, Eric. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the network today. I think I know what it is now. So, how are you doing, Eric? Did you get my email? What Star Trek? Hey, Bill. Oh, what is going on with the bit rate on this thing? Yeah, you're gonna see here in a second. Oh, oh, that's right. I gotta put space. I forgot. I gotta put spacer. +3 spacers on these wheels. I think I have a set. I gotta order a set. I forgot. These wheels like to clip or hit the knuckle on this thing because you can't. They're stuck. All right. Ooh. So yes, parts for his truck are coming off the printer, guys. At the moment, the back is being printed. Ooh, ow. Bill, I'm sorry to hear that. This morning. But, yeah, I got whatever I did when I fixed my printer and got it working again. Ooh, I like this Fitbit. But yeah, that's the front bumper and the rear hatch, or the rear area of the body. Ow. Oh, forgot I had the rest of the parts I needed to grab. Trying to log in and fix something. Yeah. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Ah! So, and I even did this. I even upgraded my computer too this week. Or, over the weekend. So I'm now running a 14 gen i9 processor. Retired my old computer. Gonna turn off the Wi-Fi and see if that fixed it. Like last time I turned off my Wi-Fi, it worked just fine. Yeah, I know I'm quiet tonight. I'm not. I'm just kind of focused on stuff, trying to fix this problem. Oh, wrong side. Even got this. What the fuck? Did it die? No? Okay. Let's see if this fixes it. Sorry about this, guys. But look, you've got the black windows for you printed out. Obviously. But there we go. Waiting for the router to do its thing. Gotta do a little bit of sanding on it, but the support material came out really easily. And so this is how wide the body's gonna be. And if I set it on top of these, now mind you, these wheels are not, oh wait, I'll do it this way, because this is actually the front wheel set. Set the truck this way. So the kind of the truck will actually see it. But the tires just stick out. So just a little bit on that side and a little bit on that side. So scaling wise, I think I got it pretty good. But like that, we were just doing it off math. But the funny part is, and this is the front. Now the weird thing is the rear is actually wider than the front when it comes to the actual body itself. Because rear wheel well is opening, and you can actually see it. Ta-da! Now the funny thing, the front end of this truck actually does sit wider than the rear. I just don't have a set of tires on the rear right now the match the fitment that we were going with on your truck. But I also did. Oh, come on. There. Headlights are done. The lenses, anyways. And the tail lights. Now, I'm going to reprint these tail lights again in clear. So they're going to be just like these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to cut out the reverse light section. And then glue the two together. So you'll have the clear reverse light section in the tail light. Instead of it just being a big red rectangle on the back end. But it's essentially an update on how your truck's coming along. This print should be done tomorrow? No. Let me double check the hours. Oh, yeah. It's still got like 2 days left on this print. On what I've got for you right now. But, give you an idea of scale. So here's a true 1/10 scale body. How much wider that is, Eric? If I try to line up the fender, that's a good 3/4 of an inch wider than a true 1/10 scale body. Another way to do it? It will eat that body. So yeah. Now hopefully by next week's show, I'll actually have it all the body will all be printed off. And I should be gluing it together. Another way to say yeah. So here's another, so this is the 1/10 scale mirror, side mirror. Let me actually get the match. So hold on. So yeah, she big. Yeah, and we're talking what, you're like what, 1 meter, not 1 meter, like 1.5 to 2 meter airplanes, Eric. Oh, where did it go? I should have it here. Nope, those are tech decks. I found the trailer hitch, Eric, for you, for your build. And I had it set out, and now more bills got piled on my desk. I'm not very happy about that, but whatever. Nope, that's not it. Whoa! Why did that? No, those are all my light lenses. Man, this sucks. I pulled that out just so I could sit there and make sure I had it available for tonight's stream. And now I can't find the damn thing again. Story of my life, I swear. Like, I found it, I pulled it out, Ah, this sucks. I hate this. Eh. Anyways, it will be on the truck. Okay, so yeah, this 1/8 scale should work then, to be honest. Um, but it's the Clevis style trailer hitch. So it's one of those style trailer hitches. So you'll have that. So you'll have the one that has the hook over, so you can put like a circle style behind. And then when you want to drop the trailer, you just release the hitch. Let me pull up a picture of it here. Go away. Yeah, literally, I haven't I literally got my OBS back on this rig today. Earlier today, I finally remembered. Oh crap! I gotta get my OBS working. Um, so I could get on the stream tonight because I totally forgot I had the stream. No, not really forgot, but so I had to. Oh, duh! I ordered this thing like last year. Duh. Like, oh, I'm showing you only. Yeah, it's lovely. I turn off. Whoa. Weird. I guess I didn't realize that when I did the reset on my thing, it killed the stream. I apologize. But we're gonna do this. Okay, cool. Making sure that's right. What the hell? There it goes. So that's your hitch, Eric. So I figured that would be. So, man, I'm freaking out. I keep seeing my dog walk over here and he walks away and I see you on the other screen. Oh yeah, I'm like, wait a minute here. No, okay, so so Bill, what had happened is I literally just got done. Like, I bought, I had to buy a new CPU, new motherboard, new RAM, and I bought some NVMe hard drives or drives for the new motherboard because it only had 4 SATA connectors and 4 M.2 connectors. So I upgraded my computer finally after 15 years just about because I'm on a 14 gen i9 processor now and I was on a 4th gen i7. before. So I had to redo my whole computer. So everything inside of it got new except for some of my hard drives. And I couldn't even put all my hard drives in. So I don't even have all my data. Luckily, I, keep a lot of mechanical drives and some SSDs around, so I was able to keep all my data on that stuff. So I only have one drive that operates my OS, but then all my software that I run on my computer, like my slicer, my 3D modeling stuff, all that stuff is all on other drives. So I can upgrade my computer all I want. I'll never lose that stuff, which is great for me because this is what I do. I upgrade computers and that kind of stuff, and I'm not working on tiny trucks. But this thing will get stiffer because it's a little flimsy right in the moment. When everything gets glued on like this, you can see this. I can't bend this. The Devil's Canyon gym finally got retired. Well, in this rig, it got retired. It's living in another rig because the gym, if you remember my Standy bridge, it finally died last month after 10 plus years running at 5 gigahertz overclock. That one finally died. So Incarcerate here is one of my old friends, doing gaming as well as other stuff together. Yeah, so Jim, so you know, it's good to see you, man. Thursday nights, this is what I do. I do tiny truck streams where I work on my model trucks. And this is kind of a special stream in a sense because I'm starting to EQ here, Jim. I'm building him a truck. Granted, the only parts I have printed is the very front of the hood, and this. Everything else is still on the printer going because I had to fix my printer again. But come July, I have a new printer coming again, so. Oh, and Jim, I was playing Star Citizen at 7680 by 1444, still getting 80 frames per second. Max settings. Versus, I think 20 frames per second at 26 or 2540 by 1080 or 1440. Sorry, you're gonna hear the dogs decide to go off because the other half's still here. Let's go ahead and get back to the big screen here. Boom! So once I fix that stuff,
Be good, guys.
have fun at work.
It might be Friday when we go instead of Thursday if I have
Yep. Sorry about that, gentlemen. Ugh. What am I showing off, Jim? Huh? Yeah, so yeah, Jim, or I should say Eric, I will have part numbers for you. I'll give you another invoice for the wheel spacers. But first I gotta wait for the wheels to come in, and then we'll get those spacers over. Oh, wait. Oof. Well, Jim, you really don't do a lot of the stuff I do. That much anymore. Let's see here. Yeah, 42 hours, and I even sped up my machine. This is what we're going to finish working on. Or I'm going to attempt to get this thing back up and running. Old Vatera twin hammers. Because it's too wet outside to paint. Because it's been crap outside. Let's see, do we want to put this system in it? Oh, I don't have a sensor wire anymore. That's right. That's not going to work. I guess scratch that idea. I didn't realize I was out of parts. Yep, screw that. I don't have the part I need. No point in putting it together and then have to take it right the crap back apart again to do the stuff. Hmm. Ah, I guess I'll bring this sucker out. Because I think I gotta put a receiver in it anyways. Oh, crap. It actually does have a receiver in it. Hmm. Crap. Where is that receiver? Oh. Eh. We'll put this down over here. And we'll put this over here. Yeah, this is a racing servo. So this should work. I really shouldn't be using the receiver, but okay, whatever. I will try it. How's the weather there, Jim? Oh, sorry. Yeah, the bad thing is I'm just waiting on parts. I'm just like trying to figure out, okay, what can I mess with? And obviously that's not gonna work. One of my dogs decided he was going to nest in my bed. He's just messing around on the bed right now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I actually found a lipo for the classic Tamiyas. So I'll be able to sit there and run my classic Tamiyas again. I think that sits there. They wanted it in some weird position, but we always put it where we want them. Now I have to find my bind plug and get the radio. There we go. Ah, I sat back down and forgot what I was actually gonna get. Besides that over there. I'll just use it with these. I don't care. Don't need the freaking Tamiya plug. Get that out of there. Oh man, so made my own bind wire out of an old dead servo wire. I'm gonna have to probably mod my fly sky here soon. I'm almost out of model memories on it, people. Now I just gotta go over to the solder station and solder a new plug on the back of this radio on this. So I will do. Yeah. First things first. Gotta get that thing a little way. Oh no, so this one is this there, Bill. So it's a Terrell P34. It's supposed to have the livery on it for the 1977 Argentina Grand Prix, but yeah, I'm not doing that. Now I gotta remember where the hell I put on my XD60 connectors. My good XD60 connectors is what I should say. Ah, here's the good ones. What are these? These plus threes? Yeah. So, wait a minute. Is that a full set? No, it's just two. So, Eric, I gotta order two more of these for you. For your wheels when they come in. They're like 14 bucks. I'm gonna make it a quick solder back here in the back just because I don't feel like moving to my soldering station. I could bring the camera over here, I think, but I don't think it sets up right anymore. Oh. The workbench is still a mess, which she'll be fixing here shortly, actually. I need that. That. Ah. Let's see if it will do it tonight or not, people. Don't kill my internet. Oh, okay, good my internet, didn't I? Had to move something back here. Okay, you're coming over with me. Whee! Ah. Camera still on? Yay, camera still on. Eh, that better than nothing, people? You can still see? Yes, I cannot wait till I get the rest of my organizational stuff here. And for some reason, I'm not sure where my really good wire strippers are. Yeah, I know it's just one of those nights already, guys, I know. What the heck? I'm like, wait a minute, I know this thing has that polarity crap on it, but you solder so many of these things, you kind of know, but still. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Gotta love it when the. I'm not the best at this when I'm trying to do it like this. There we go. I hate when this happens. Not the best solder job, but it works. And I'll change it later. I do love these solder connectors. They're great. Uh-oh. I made the cardinal sin, guys. Forgot to have a male on the other end. Or I should say, I forgot to have the female on the other end. So the actual connector decided to, the pin decided to slide a little bit. So now it will never seat all the way. So there will always be a gap in there unless I reheat it up and push it back in. Ah. Hey, I love my big container of flux, okay? It's great. What, Bill don't like how much flux I have? I didn't use actually that much on there. That's the funny part. Ah. Oh man. So, anyone gonna go flying this weekend with the weather permitting? Or doing any RC stuff in general? Hmm. So forward goes reverse. Okay, that's kind of funny. Moves forward as you steer. Bind it and take the endpoints down a little bit more. I really do hate when they make it, oh yeah, we're gonna servo tape a steering servo in place. Don't like that. The funny thing is, so this is actually the Tamiya ESC for this thing. Like it, or not for this vehicle. This Tamiya, this ESC came with another Tamiya that I got. The drift conversion that I made. It's a censored brushless ESC, and it came stock with the RC. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'll just repurpose it in this. So the other thing I'm doing is I gotta take these body posts off this chassis because I'm not gonna run the body posts. I'm actually gonna do like little mini. I'm gonna 3D print some magnet mounts to go here, so I can actually have the body magnetized because I don't actually want to have any body posts sticking off on it because it's actually a hard. It's an ABS plastic body. This is gonna be a little ripper, even with this little brush motor in it. I think this would be fun just the way it is. Granted, this is not the battery I'll run in. This is just for testing, to set up the electronics anyways. But yeah. Left turn, right turn. We're good. Yay. I still gotta come up with an idea for the paint for the body. Because as much as I love... Hey, Hanger 79, how you doing tonight? And why can't I... Yeah, I decided I was gonna bring this out since I'm still printing Eric's body. So I don't have all the parts printed. They're still printing. But so 1/8 scale there. But I figured I'd put the electronics in the Terrell. Actually, I wonder if that will even fit there. Because I'm actually shipping, and the funny thing is, so... all of this crap that's still in this box, so all of that stuff, and this body for this thing, I actually have to send off to a friend of mine up in the Twin Cities area, and he's gonna paint this. He's gonna paint the body for me, how I want it. He loves doing like ABS model stuff. We're gonna take this away. Ah! Then I did some more testing with this sucker the other day. And it did surprisingly well after I changed the pinion gear out on it and all the stuff in it. But I reorganized some stuff in it to make it fit. Ah! Camera, do what I want you to do. Good enough. And it's still dirty from Beat the Creek. I have not, like, this is 2 years of Beat the Creek Kentucky mud on this thing. So, and I never wash it. Because to me, there's no need to. I'm like, it just gets run there. The bad thing is I can't find, I need to find this body in plastic, but since Axial discontinued this, I can't because I want to do my own paint job. And I can buy all the red plastics new for like 80 bucks. I think it's all the red plastic on this thing. And I actually want to dye the plastics purple. My purple color. And then I'm still deciding on what I'm actually going to do with the body. Like what colors I would like to repaint the body on it. But 1/10 scale side by side. But, so, Hanger, since you finally showed, since you got here, you missed it earlier, was, so that's a 1/10 scale body. This is proper 1/10 scale. Here's Eric's, 1/8 scale Tahoe. I've tried. I have not found anyone's clear on there. But I still think that's hilarious. That's that much bigger. That's a good solid. That's 2 fingers above between the top of the roof of this one to underneath the roof of this one. Before I start lifting it. That's a decent size. Because on the TF2, on the truck that this goes on, I can actually tuck tire up underneath into the wheel well. Let's see. So a finger and a half when I get to the very top of the... My hand's all the way underneath there. It's my middle finger knuckle hitting the thing to making it lift up now. But there, hand's all the way underneath there. But yeah, she's gonna be a big girl. But I think it's gonna be good. Tune the suspension on it. I still gotta clean up a little bit of the print. But this thing came off my print bed so easily, and all the supports that I had got just snapped off fairly clean. I was impressed with how clean the supports actually snapped off this thing. So I got to change my machine settings and got it dialed. So I'm happy about that. And actually the print quality itself did not come out half bad. Like there's of course there's print lines obviously, but for the most part it came out fairly smooth. Well, this is a little light, but this came out real smooth for a 3D print. But of course it's gonna get the whole UV resin treatment and some Bondo on it to try to get, or the skimming, the glazing putty on it. But the bad thing is, so the spool of 3D, the spool that I have on the machine right now was kind of a partial because I forgot to order my new filament for this body print. So I'm using what I have available to get everything printed because I have enough white PLA for this print. So now we're just relaxing on it in a sense. The camera's gonna do weird things right now. That's why. So, So yeah, Eric, we'll have more stuff printed. I'm actually fairly happy on even how this stuff came out. I'm actually kind of content with that PLA that I used. But yeah, I gotta reprint these in the yellow so I can get or the white so I can get the thing. Then I gotta figure out exactly once I get the grill painted, I'm gonna figure out what size LEDs I need to order for the grill that's gonna sit in here. So I get the grill set up so I know what size LEDs to get. Because I'm not sure if I want to do. Well, I know the lower markers are going to be essentially the turn signals. They're going to be M3 or 3mm LEDs, of course, amber. But the headlights, I'm not sure if it's going to be large. 5mm is going to be too big, or if I'll have to go 3mm on the front and only put 5mm in the rear for LEDs. But I'll find out. Um, when I get the rest of the stuff printed. Now, Eric, with this print, did you want the traditional three light tail? So you have the twin brake turn signal and then the reverse light, or one LED in each side plus the reverse light. Well, like I said, I was leaving up to you exactly what you want because there's gonna be more than enough room with the size of this lens to put have the actual scale accurate tail lights in it, the twin and then the single reverse in the back. You know, if I go with like a 3mm reverse LED to fit, it really depends. So, like I said, we'll see what that entails later. My screen stuff got turned around on me again. But like I said, I think there's with the size of this thing, I'm definitely thinking now that this is 1/10. I go, yeah, we're gonna probably have to go with the two LEDs only in the back. But since this is 1/8 scale, I think we're definitely gonna be able to go with the larger scale. So, but it's just crazy how our 1/10 scale crawlers, which you don't hear a lot of people talk about this, is the fact that like this is a 1/10 scale chassis, okay, or that's what they claim it to be. Do you want turns? I can get turns. I'll have to figure out how much the light controller is going to cost. But yeah, we could do turns. Do you even do hazard lights like my taco does when I sit my truck down for a while? My hazards come on that truck. It's got full on hazard lights on it if it sits for too long until I hit the gas, and when I hit the gas, the hazards automatically go off. But so in the 1/10 scale, scale truck world or crawler world, the width of these things, these axle widths, are actually closer to 8 true 8 scale, and it's just the wheelbase that they classify as 10 scale. So that's what they go to scale off of. They scale off the wheelbase of the truck. Like even the taco, technically they say it's a 10 scale. Because an 8 scale, it's like out to here. Like the rear axle would be all the way out to here if it was actually a 1/8 scale. Like proper scale. Which I think is still cool because there's a guy that actually has the files. You can buy a 3D printed taco body that's in 1/8 scale for that Night Runner to have a proper 8 scale truck instead of it being a 10 scale. But then how we try to build our vehicles, like I try to build my vehicles as close to 10 scale as I can. But I thought for this one, since it's towing airplanes, 1/8 scale is definitely more fitting. And especially kind of scale accurate with the independent front suspension on the truck. Now, Eric, I'll even see if I can find, because somebody's supposed to have made an open diff for the front end. Have a good night, Bill. Good to see you, man. I'll try to fly with you Monday. And I might get really crazy. I might whip out the actual HOTAS. Try the HOTAS actually in real flight. Do some first person flying with that thing and see what happens. Instead of using the radio. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun little, definitely be a good truck for you there, Bill. Or, I mean, Eric. I am, like I say, I'm out of it, man. I swear, I'm out. But I still think it's crazy, the scale difference from what we actually have. But these are fun. I'll try to get some, I'm definitely resetting up the area, so that will be changing this summer. I'll have a different streaming setup, hopefully. So you're not looking at this setup anymore, or the fact that I gotta keep doing this to go here, and you see that mess back there of my RC work area. But I'm more comfortable working here for some reason. I don't know why. Even having that area back there, I still prefer to do a lot of my work here, unless I'm cutting or soldering or something like that. I that over there is better for that. Or building some kit or something like that. Sometimes that's better. But I built my VS410 on this little platform. I did my TF2 that I love, my favorite truck. So old. People still don't understand how old that truck is. I want to get my hands on a BX01. One of the new adjustable wheelbase boom racing BX01s. Those things are cool. I don't care too much for the body that they have on them. But man, that is a cool truck. Like, let's scale that down a little bit and go here. Like, that's the boom racing's adjustable wheelbase. So you can actually, it's a leaf sprung truck that actually has the adjustable the wheelbase. Where are they at? So this section of the frame rail right here, let me move my camera. We're gonna go up here. Boom, there. So this section of the frame actually adjusts. So you can slide this out and slide it back in. And then of course you've got, your leaf springs and a pretty scale accurate axle. But these things were all over the place at Beat the Creek, and they sold all 10 of the ones that they brought within the first day. People had bought all of them. But it's got good departure angle, a really good. Actually, I'm actually impressed with how good of an approach angle that is. Breakover angle is actually not too bad either. But the doors open up on the body. It's got all that coolness on that. And that's everything that opens up on it. I think it's a really cool, but it's a Russian Zil truck. And they're actually working on right now getting licensed, and it's actually going to be a licensed Zil truck. So they won't have the boom on the tailgate anymore. Because right on the back of the tailgate here, it's got boom written on it. But people have made some really cool like paint jobs on these things already. And I got a buddy of mine here locally to me that has one of these already. So, uh, Bill, I'll do the 12.5 pound magnet mounting system that I use on all of my truck bodies, pretty much. Total is you can actually like pick up the body and the truck's not gonna fall out from underneath it. Like you just be able to pick up the truck body from the bumpers, and that chassis is not gonna fall out. But then again, I'm gonna design and actually fabricate you the reese hitch on the back. Will actually be a reese hitch that goes on the back of the truck, and that will be attached to the chassis of the truck itself, the frame. So your trailer hitch will be frame mounted. It will actually not be mounted to the body. But yeah, we'll have to like I said, I'll get you an invoice. I want to get all this thing all printed off first and see exactly what's all I'm gonna have to modify body mounting solution wise, as well as extending out the wheelbase because I've already told you we gotta bring the wheelbase out to like that rear axle is probably gonna come all the way out to here. So it's probably gonna be really close to like the Night Runner stock wheelbase, which I have all the suspension stuff for anyways. But we'll see what goes on, and like I said, I'll make whatever I need to make because that's what I do. I'm not afraid to make my own suspension links and set the axle where I need it, get its geometry right. Since you're just making it to crawl to crawl your to tow your planes around and not trying to make it a performance scale truck or anything. But yeah, some of these like designs that people have done like is just really good. I think it's a great truck, and for the price, you're getting a pretty decent kit for the money. Even though it's like that's just a bare truck, no electronics, no nothing. But as far as like the scale detailing goes, you got a full interior. You've got the motor up front, so you can actually do people do 3D printed motor covers in there. So you pop the hood, there's actually a motor in there. What looks like an engine, like an LS or a diesel engine or something like that, whatever. So I want one. I at the moment I just can't justify that. Or I would have easily bought one of these things a while back. Or when they first announced them, I would have messaged Jason and was like, "Hey, dude, you gotta. I want one." But when you compare it to the other leaf spring trucks, like for instance, let's see if I remember their website. Oh, Scalar Design. That's right. these guys. So, for instance, if I wanted to get their chassis, that's the shorty. Come on. You can give me a freaking picture? There we go. Like this chassis right here. Alright, have a good one, Hanger 9. Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. Next week should be a little bit better of a show than this. Because I'll actually be working body work and stuff like that on that body. But yeah, they still want, like, that's $275, and I still got to get a transmission, axles, and axles are at least $150, all that kind of stuff, so. They're expensive. But I think that even comes with the, no, those aren't the, where is it? Oh, yeah. The freaking twisted longleaths conversion or chassis kit for them. They want another $200 on top of the price. It's here. But I love these guys. These guys do great work. Like I love their innovating and trying to make a performance comp style leaf spring chassis. But I'm not my thing. I don't need a comp truck. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for the printer to run out of filament to change roll of filament over and then finish that stuff. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it tonight. And of course I gotta finish cleaning up all that crap back there. But yeah, you guys all have a good one. And I appreciate you guys showing showing up and hanging out with me tonight. I might try to figure out a way to might do a Saturday or Sunday stream thing at the when I go RCing and do a live trail run or something like that. I think that might be something fun to do or to attempt to do. No guarantees how well it's gonna work, but hey, I want to try it. Why not, right? I think that might be fun. But you guys all have a good night, and I'll catch you guys. Well, at the other shows that I bump into you guys, but of course I'll be back here doing this again next Thursday. So you guys have a good one. Peace out. Have fun.